The following is an exclusive presentation of Top Rank on The following Following is an exclusive presentation of Top Rank on ESPN+.
You guys ready for it? Winner take all. Let's do this.
And just look at the electricity that's in this building right now.
A splashing right hand on Wales, helpless against the ropes.
Takes him on the right. Burns it down. Burns it down in the third round. And on his back. And he's not going to beat the count.
I think we just witnessed the greatest fight in the history of boxing.
Back in a war. He's shot down. Juan Manuel Marcel has done it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. We are coming to you live from upstate New York, Verona, New York to be exact. Turning Stone Resort and Casino. It's gorgeous outside, a light snowfall, the sun is out. We have 2 featherweight world titles on the line this weekend, 9 incredible fights on the card. And it all begins at 5:20 Eastern Time. All fights exclusive to ESPN+. Again, Saturday, March 2nd. That's tomorrow from the Turning Stone Resort and Casino here in Verona, New York. 5:20 Eastern Time. All fights exclusive to ESPN+. Again, 2 amazing bouts in the featherweight division. 2 world titles on the line. 9 fights on the card. Let's get them weighed in. This is our first bout, scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome from Salt Lake City, Utah, Helman, the Dream, Olguin, and his opponent from Lakeland, Florida, Brandon, OJ Bam, Black Mexico Moore. First on the scale, Helman, the Dream, Olguin.
They say there's calm after this war. We strong asking for more.
281.7. 281.7 for Helman, the Dream, Olguin, and his opponent from Lakeland, Florida, Brandon, OJ Bam, Black Mexico, Moore. 242. 242 for Brandon OJ Bam Black Mexico Moore. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division from Salt Lake City, Utah. Helman, the Dream Olguin from Lakeland, Florida. Brandon OJ Bam Black Mexico Moore. 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. This bout is contracted at 157 pounds. Please welcome from Cincinnati, Ohio, Charles the Trinity Stanford, and his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. First on the scale, Charles the Trinity Stanford. $155.1 for Charles the Trinity Stanford. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. $156.9 for Nico Ali Walsh. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. From Cincinnati, Ohio, Charles the Trinity Stanford. From Las Vegas, Nevada, the legend lives on, Nico Ali Walsh. 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Moving right along, our next bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the bantamweight division. We are contracted at 118 pounds. Please welcome from Ponce, Puerto Rico, Edwin Rodriguez, and his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, Floyd Cashflow Diaz. First on the scale, Edwin Rodriguez. $117.8 for Edwin Rodriguez. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, Floyd Cashflow Diaz. $118 on the nose for Floyd Cashflow Diaz. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the bent. You don't want to see this guy throw. Our next bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. We are contracted at 143 pounds. Please welcome from Tangier, Morocco, Tariq El Cameo Zena, and his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. First on the scale, Tariq El Cameo Zena. $142.4 for Tariq El Cameo Zena. And his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. $143.2 for Polanco. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division from Tangier, Morocco, Tariq El Cameo Zena, and his opponent from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Rohan El Rayo Polanco. 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Levy, baby, Levy. That's better.
Our next bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division. We are contracted at 160 pounds for this bout. Please welcome from Fresno, California, Madman Marcos Hernandez, and his opponent from Southeast DC, Troy the Transformer Isley. First on the scale, Madman Marcos Hernandez. $160.6 for Madman Marcos Hernandez. His opponent from Southeast DC, Troy the Transformer Isley. $159.3 for Troy the Transformer Isley. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division from Fresno, California, Madman Marcos Hernandez, From Southeast DC, Troy, the Transformer Isley. 8 rounds in the middleweight division. Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division, contracted at 140 pounds. Please welcome from Buffalo, New York, Goodfred, the authentic Gaio, and his opponent from Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. First on the scale, Goodfred, the authentic Gaio. 138.7 for Goodfred, the authentic Diaz, and his opponent from Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. $138.7 for Bryce Mills. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Buffalo, New York, Goodfred, the authentic Gaia. From Syracuse, New York, Bryce Mills. 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Guys, thank you.
Our next bout is scheduled for 10 rounds for the WBO International Welterweight title. This bout contracted at 147 pounds. Please welcome from Detroit, Michigan, Janelson Boca Chica, and his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, the assassin Brian Norman Jr. First on the scale, Janelson Boca Chica. 146.6 for Janelson Boca Chica. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, the assassin, Brian Norman Jr. $148.4 for the assassin, Brian Norman Jr. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds for the WBO International Welterweight title. From Detroit, Michigan, Janelson Boca Chica. From Atlanta, Georgia, the assassin Brian Norman Jr. 10 rounds for the WBO International Welterweight title. right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to weigh in our co-feature of the evening. 12 rounds for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. 126 pounds. Let's get them on the scale. From Yamato, Kanagawa, Japan, Raya Genius Abe. And the champion from Mexicali, Mexico, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. First on the scale, the challenger from Japan, Raya Genius Abe. 125.8. 125.8 for Raya Genius Abe. And now the champion from Mexicali, Mexico, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. $125.3 for the champion, 125.3 for Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. $12 rounds for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. From Yamato, Kanagawa, Japan, Raya Genius Abe. And the champion from Mexicali, Mexico, Luis Alberto El Venado Lopez. Abe, Lopez, 12 rounds for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in our main event. 12 rounds for the vacant WBA Featherweight Championship of the World. Please welcome from Camden, New Jersey, Raymond Savage Ford. And from Sarajevo, Uzbekistan, Otabek Bruce Lee Kholmatov. First on the scale, Raymond Savage Ford. $125.9 for Raymond Savage Ford. Next on the scale from Sarajevo, Uzbekistan, Otabek Bruce Lee Kholmatov.
You know what time it is.
125.8. 125.8 for Otabek Bruce Lee Kholmatov. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. 12 rounds for the vacant WBA Featherweight Championship of the World. 2 featherweight titles on the line Saturday night. This is our main event. From Camden, New Jersey, Raymond Savage Ford. From Sarajevo, Uzbekistan, Otabek Bruce Lee Kholmatov. Ladies and gentlemen, again, it all goes down tomorrow, Saturday, March 2nd, from right here in the beautiful Turning Stone Resort and Casino, Verona, New York. All fights exclusive to ESPN+. 2 featherweight world titles on the line. 9 total fights on the card. You don't want to miss it. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow night.